Portia Cat said to Kenya to go home with your ashy feet. I'm gonna put some lotion on my feet because it looked like I was a runaway slave. Runaway slave. Listen to me, and listen to me clearly. Wash your ass. Get in the crevices of that ass. Get under your arms. Get under the belly fat. Get it all. Get under the cheeks. Brush your teeth. Floss. Please. Dove has good soap. Axe. If you're a man, Axe smells good. Wash your ass. Women, wash your ass. Wash your ass. They got soap for $1 at the damn dollar store. Go on and get you some. Welcome back. This is the Juice News segment of the show where I talk about things that are going on in the world around us. Right now I'm going to be talking about Hadiyah Pendleton. She was a 15-year-old honor student, volleyball player, and majorette who performed for President Barack Obama during his inauguration activities at the nation's capital last week. She was gunned down around 2:30 p.m. Tuesday while standing in a park near the school where she was a sophomore in high school. Hadiyah had been taking shelter from the rain, her and about 12 other teens, when 2 men approached the crowd, opened fire, striking Hadiyah in the back. She died at a nearby hospital less than an hour later, CBS News reports. Police said Hadiyah was not the intended target of the shooting, and they have no suspects as of Wednesday afternoon. Hadiyah's father was interviewed, and he said the killer took the light of his life. Hadiyah planned to go to Northwestern University and talked about becoming a pharmacist, a journalist, or maybe even a lawyer. Rest in peace, Hadiyah. We're praying for your family, and we pray that God sends comfort to their hearts. Also on the Juice News, an Alabama community is on edge today praying for a 5-year-old boy being held hostage by a retired man who police say abducted him at gunpoint Tuesday afternoon. The school bus driver, Charlie Albert Poland Jr., 66 years old, heroically tried to prevent the kidnapping but was shot to death by suspect Jimmy Lee Dykes, a former truck driver. Dykes boarded the bus Tuesday and said he wanted 2 boys between the ages of 6 and 8 years old. And as the children piled up in the back of the bus, Dykes shot the bus driver 4 times and then grabbed a random child who happens to be a 5-year-old little boy suffering from autism. The boy is being held in a bunker about 8 feet below ground. Dykes has been communicating with police through a pipe extending from the ground to the surface. Former FBI lead hostage negotiator Chris Voss said that authorities must proceed with caution. I pray that they do, and I pray the young boy gets back to his parents untainted. Also on the Juice News, a fire at a nightclub in Brazil that may have been caused by a flare lit on stage killed 231 people early Sunday morning. Let us pray for the people of Brazil as well who are mourning. Now it's time for the reality replay segment of the Juice, where I'll be talking about Love and Hip Hop and also Real Housewives of Atlanta. I want to start off with Real Housewives of Atlanta because I want to talk about Kenya. Has she been eating the paint chips off the wall? Because something is clearly wrong with her. Something is off balance with that woman. Okay, because she came to Nene's charity event with a fishnet. She called herself reenacting Phaedra when they went on the trip to Africa. And Phaedra came out with her thong and a little black net on and all that. So, you know, her and Phaedra are beefing because, you know, she was supposed to be helping Phaedra with her workout video, the donkey butt or whatever it's called. And that went south when Phaedra didn't really want to pay or compensate Kenya for her work. So now they're beefing, and now Phaedra's saying things about Kenya. Kenya's saying things about Phaedra. Kenya seems to be having beef with just about everybody on the show, but I noticed that she has not yet gotten it messed up with Nene. I don't think she wants to get it messed up with Nene. I'm just saying. But back to the party. She came to the charity event with butt pads on her butt. Like you could see them because she had on a see-through black net thing with a thong, and her skin is horrible. You know, I don't know what's wrong with the girl. And then I don't like her. She turned me off when she was just being extra thirsty when it came to Walter. You know, trying to force him to marry her, giving him, you know, a time limit. First of all, y'all don't even know how to be boyfriend and girlfriend. So how do you plan on being somebody's? Then you don't even act like a wife. First of all, let's just say that. Because you were in Africa clapping your butt cheeks all on Peter, Cynthia's husband. I don't know why she let that go down. I don't know how did she not see that going down. I don't know why Nene or anybody was, you know, tell her, hey, she's clapping her ass on your man. You know, I don't get it. Okay, but you want to be somebody's wife, so you're doing that on somebody else's husband while your boyfriend, who you want to marry you, is watching. Did you clap it on him? Because it don't even like look like y'all have sex. I'm just saying. I don't know. Kenya, stop eating the paint chips off the damn wall, honey, because they're frying up your brain. There's something going on with you. There is definitely a chemical imbalance, as Phaedra said, going on inside of you. I don't know what is wrong with you, but I just want to really slap the living shit out of you and bring you back to reality. Cut the shit. Stop being thirsty. Cut the bullshit. That's what I have to say about Kenya and that whole situation. And oh, I like Todd and Candy. I think they're a cute couple, and congratulations to them because they recently got engaged. So they are taking the next step into marriage. And Kenya, you need to take notes because apparently Candy is doing something that you're not doing. It's probably staying hydrated. Now I'm going to talk about love and hip hop, and I'm just going to get right into Joe Budden, who is kind of like the star of the show because he has the most fuckery going on with yeah, I'm cussing a lot in this show. We're not editing any of these curse words out. So I will be blocking my pastor from watching this. Now back to the show. Now back to Joe Budden, his fuckery. Okay, the fuckery is that he has a girlfriend who has been silent, by the way, since the whole show popped off. All we hear from is him, Tahiri, his ex-girlfriend, and his ex-best friend Rocky, who's a radio personality, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so Joe Budden is basically trying to rekindle his relationship with Tahiri. Not rekindle. I think he's trying to rekindle it. Because why are you going through such drastic measures to have a relationship with your ex? Is it really that serious when you have a girlfriend, I guess, I think. I don't think that's really his girlfriend. I mean, why hasn't she said anything? Not Tahiri, the other silent girl that we don't even know her name. Okay? This is what I'm talking about. Anyway. Joe Budden has been going through drastic extremes to rekindle his friendship, relationship, whatever it is, bullshit, with Tahiri. And he's popping mollies or something. He's in rehab or something. I don't know. He's always high. I think he's high off the mollies or some shit because during his meeting with Rocky, his ex-best friend, she mentioned that. Basically saying he must be high off the mollies because he accused her of being in love with him. Blah, blah, blah. I think he's a rather strange individual. Very, very strange. I would just be weirded out, I believe, around him. Maybe not. Maybe he's extra cool. I don't know, but he just seems weird to me, and I just really trying to figure out why is he so high-strung on rebuilding this relationship with Tahiri if he has a whole new girlfriend, who, by the way, I still have not heard from. Consequence of his girlfriend, they're having issues because they have different religious views. He's Muslim, she's whatever. So yeah, I don't know. Boo. On to Mendici and Yandy. Did you guys hear that Mendici is facing jail time, major jail time, because he was sending sexual text messages or maybe even had sex with a 15-year-old who happens to be the daughter of his ex-girlfriend. Boom. Gave you the dirt. Gave you the juice. Just there, right there. He's going to jail, supposedly. But I want to talk about how I feel like Yandy's kind of stupid for getting knocked up by him because he seems very childish. Like, you know how he was supposed to stay with her after the baby shower and then he decided to go party. But like, this is the party, my nigga. Like, this is your child, our first child together. What the hell you mean you about to go party? No, the party's right here. Okay, get these presents and stuff and get them in the house. I'm pregnant. Like, why is my father helping me? My father didn't knock me up. You did. Then, I don't know. I just really wish that she would have at least been married, you know, and did it the right way. Which I had kids out of wedlock too, but that's the reason why I'm saying it, because I know how much of a struggle it is being a single mother, being a single parent, and yeah, you with somebody, but there's no guarantee that you're always going to be with them. At least with marriage, you have that, well, that's not even true. because people still act single when they married. Anyway, y'all need to get y'all shit together. So I'll keep y'all updated about Mendici, Love and Hip Hop, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh, Scandal. That's a new good show. It's not reality, but it's a new good show with Kerry Washington. She works for the president, or, you know, this white guy, he's the president. She's screwing him. It seems really good. Like, I watched like 3 episodes of it, and it's very interesting and very entertaining. So if I have any Scandal fans out there, hit me up. Let me know what I've missed, because I don't think I've caught it from the beginning. I think I'm like kind of like in the middle. So yeah, that's it for the whole TV talk, okay? Peace. I have a guest. His name is Tyrone Henyard, also known as SOB. How are you today?
I'm doing well.
Good. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me.
No problem. I invited you because me and Tyrone had a little debate on Facebook the other day about the roles of men and women, and it all stemmed from a status, me reposting from my pastor, Robert Smith, who is the spiritual leader at Mount Calvary Deliverance Tabernacle, by the way, on 1184 Dixwell Avenue. He posted, "A father is a man. Boys are potential fathers, not fathers yet. If you want to be a father, become a man first." In which Tyrone commented, "Well, they opened their legs," speaking of women, which set me off, and then me and him had a whole back. It was just really interesting. So I brought you today I wanted you to give me more insight on why did you say that about women? Like, why do you have that outlook? Because I felt like you were just blaming it on women.
My response to the first one, I just put "and." Because I just feel a lot of times women's equally responsible. Not all times, but a lot of times. Because basically, y'all know what you're getting into. When anytime you have unprotected sex, you know what could come of it. And there's so many kids out here, father's gone, mother's mad. But when you do your homework and you look at the situation, you know that shouldn't have happened in the first place. And one of the things I said, for almost for every child that don't have a father, there's a foolish woman who opened her legs to him. For every deadbeat dad, there's a woman who opened up her legs to him.
See, I beg to differ, because...
Not all cases, but most.
I beg to differ only because a lot of times people don't portray who they truly are to you until it's too late. You're already in love. You know, you fell in love with this person that they showed you, and people do this for years, because that's how you get those stories about the men who kill their wives. They already had like 3 kids. They've been together for how many umpteen years, and now all of a sudden he done went crazy one day, and now she's dead, and the children are left motherless, and their father's a fugitive, or he's in jail now. You know, it's just so that's just what I'm saying. I just didn't understand. I didn't like what you said, because I just felt like you're blaming deadbeat men on women, when the man should be responsible. Because no matter what the woman is, whether she's foolish, whether she's a whore, whether she's ratchet, whatever she may be, you know, as a father, you still have a role to play, regardless of the mother of your child.
Absolutely, but at the same time, I said most. Like, there's always exceptions, and even if a father goes crazy and kills his wife, I'm not saying there's never a reason to do that. But at the same time, you don't know half of the story. You don't know what could have happened to make something like that happen. He could have walked in on her.
This still doesn't make it right.
Billy Joe and his brother.
It still doesn't make it right.
No, but you can at least see where he's coming from. But when stuff like that happens, you don't know the other side. So, me personally, don't really get into that. But at the same time, when a woman opens up her legs, like, even a dude portrays himself to be somebody different. When you meet somebody, you always put your best foot forward. Everybody knows that. You got that honeymoon phase. And what people never look at is the other foot. Everybody got 2 feet. You're going to put your best foot forward. You don't get to see the other one that's behind them. And it takes a while, and you gotta weed that out. You got to look. You got to take your time to do your homework. And, of course, there's exceptions where shit could go on for years. Oops, you're supposed to... Sorry.
No cursing.
It could go on for years. It could go on for years, and you never know what could happen. Like, they could just up and leave. And if it's a situation like that, he gets the blame, not the mother, of course. But in most cases, that's not how it goes. Actions lead to reactions. Not saying every reaction or action is proper, but that's how it happens.
So I have a question. Do you think that that's majority of black women who have issues with men?
I mean, all women, all races got issues with men, but a lot of men only talks about other men about is a lot of black women is viewed as negative with their attitudes. Something we also talked about on your page the other day, and it's basically every race probably got women with attitudes, but with black women, with our women, it's the majority. With
So you believe it's the majority of black women that have bad attitudes, which leads to disruptive relationships?
With other races, I think it's more towards the minority, except for Americanized Spanish women. Shout out to y'all. Y'all got attitudes too.
So you're engaged. Is your woman, what is she? Are you engaged?
Black.
Is that right?
She's black.
Does she have, did you guys get into, how is your relationship? Would you consider her to be one of the black women that have attitudes?
No. But you know how when you go into that beginning stage, the best foot forward, yeah, the other foot's out now.
So how is that?
You know,
are you accepting her for her flaws and all?
It's a learning process.
It is. I'm sure you got some stuff with you too that she has to
oh, I'm an asshole.
Deal with.
Anybody that. Anybody knows me, no.
And what's your zodiac sign?
Sagittarius.
Oh my God.
I don't lie. I let
He's a Sagittarius just like me. Okay, cool. That's what's up. I really enjoyed talking to you. I'm glad that you had a chance to express your side of the story. And so you still feel like certain women are foolish for opening up their legs to certain men.
There's always certain ones, because at the same time, if you know he fucked A, B, and C, and you know what it is.
True, why would you put yourself in that predicament?
Exactly.
That's understandable. But I want you to leave here knowing this, that sometimes you can't control every situation.
Absolutely.
And you don't, even though you could be with somebody for a decade and still not know who they are until the day after you were with them for 10 years, they decide to off you and the kids, burn the house down and everything. So I want you to know.
Not all cases, most cases.
Good. So then I'm glad. So we're on the same page right now. Okay, good.
Are you with me though?
I'm with you. I understand that some people are responsible and need to be held accountable for the situation they put themselves in, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for coming on my show. I'm so glad that you came. And that was the Juice with SOV. Peace. And this is the rules of relationship segment of the Juice, where every week I'll do this because a lot of people need help when it comes to relationships. So number one would be, if a girl posts raunchy pics online with the caption "all for my man" and etc., but still allows it to be open for everyone else to see, she doesn't care of what her man thinks. She cares what the rest of the world thinks. If you really want his attention, keep the raunchiness between you two. That is so true. If you have a man, you should not be posting pics of your booty out and all that. That should be exclusively for your man. The whole world should not know that you have a birthmark on your left ass cheek. You just don't need to know that. That's something private that, you know, your man should know, because how special are you if the rest of the world has seen what your man has seen? I'm just saying. Number two, always solve an argument before the sun rises on the next day. That's very true. Don't go to bed angry. It's really not worth it unless they cheated on you or something like that, or like, you know, did something like really outrageous, you know. But if a lot of people break up and they get into long drawn out arguments over something that was petty initially. So don't go to sleep angry with your mate. Number three, find your best friend in your boyfriend. You should be best friends with your mate. And that goes for women too. You should be best friends because, you know, if you plan on being with them and you want longevity, you really need to know them. You guys need to know everything about each other, and you need to have a special kind of bond. You know, it needs to grow. Every day, your relationship needs to progress on another level. Like another, what am I trying to say? Forget it. Yeah, just your best friend should be your boyfriend. Work on that. Number four, don't run when things get hard. Some of the best things in life come out of turmoil. That's true. Like with my dream, like with my radio, like I was on the radio, then I'm doing this, and you know, it's just, don't give up on things that you really love, that you really have hope for, because the day you give up might have been the day that you get your breakthrough, you know, or things get better. So Stick it through. A lot of people like to walk away over petty things, and it's really not necessary, and then you miss out on something wonderful. All right. Number 5, if a relationship ends because the man was not treating you as you deserve, then heck no, you can't be friends. A friend wouldn't mistreat a friend. And that's true. A lot of people mess up and they try to remain friends with somebody that has hurt them and put them through a lot when you really need to just be rid of that person. Not saying hold grudges or hate the person. No, you know, you move on, you forgive, but it's not necessary for you to still be in contact with that person or friends, because why weren't they your friend when you were in the relationship? Why are they trying to be your friend now that you're gone? You need to think about those things. Don't appreciate me now when I'm gone. Appreciate me now when I'm here. Number 6, if a man wants you, nothing can keep him away. If he doesn't want you, nothing can make him stay. That is so true. My father taught me that a man is 2 things. Well, a man is a hunter, and his prey are 2 things, which is money and women. So I don't care how shy the man is. I don't care how high his status is, how much he thinks he's all that. If he really wants you, you will know. He will let you know that he wants to be bothered with you or that he's interested. Number 7, edit yourself. This one really pertains to me. The happiest couples avoid saying every critical thought when discussing touchy topics. I had this problem. This was a big problem in my past relationship because I'm very vocal, I'm very outspoken, I'm blunt. You know, I just say what's on my mind. There's no filter. I don't think about the pain it may cause once it comes out of my mouth. So my ex was just expressing to me, he was like, hey, you just say whatever. Like, you don't even think before you speak, and you just, you know, it's hurtful, some of the things that you said. And I'm like, at the time I was like, eh. But after we broke up, I thought about a lot of the things that I did wrong in that relationship, because I don't want to carry that into the next relationship. I want to be better. I want to be a better woman for the better man that God has set up for me. So I had to, you know, you got to get the lessons out of the things you go through in life. So edit yourself and think before you speak. Because even though you may ask for forgiveness, you can't take back what you said. So number 8, talk to each other about your problems, not to your friends and not to your family. Don't go to other people talking about your problems, what you made. Why? Especially your family. Because I'm going to tell you why. You talk junk about your man or your woman to your family. They mad at them now. But now y'all done got over it. But they still mad. So now when a family event comes up, or, you know, y'all out together or whatever the case may be, now they're going to be looking at you like, but I thought you said he, or I thought you said she. That nigga, I can't get. See, they're not over what it was that you told them about your mate. So keep your business between you and your man or you and your woman. Number 9, don't punish your mate for your ex's mistakes. Don't do that, because that's the fastest way to remove someone out of your life or push them away. Don't hold new people responsible for what old people have done to you. People from your past. Okay, give your new mate a chance. Give them the benefit of the doubt and judge them and treat them according to what they do, not from what people have done in your past. You have to learn how to let go of what was done to you, because if you don't, you'll carry that on and it just becomes a burden, and you know, other people are affected by it. So don't punish your mate for your ex's mistakes. Number 10, he's not your boyfriend until he publicly calls you his girlfriend or agrees to be exclusive, and vice versa. End of story. If somebody loves you, if they want to be with you, if they're really feeling you, they don't have a problem with the world knowing that they are with you. Never be anyone's secret. If they have a problem with exposing their love or showing that they love you or that they're with you, then that may mean that they're living a double life, or they're really not into you like how they claim to be. Never be someone's option. You're not an option. The beauty of the week for this episode of The Juice is Miss Larisha Leslie Tillman. She is a 27-year-old Jamaican mother of 2 little girls. She goes to nursing school. She works. She's a creative writer. She actually had one of her poetry sightings published in a book when she was in high school. She's goofy, outgoing, very hardworking, and very determined. Shout out to you, Larisha, for being the beauty of the week on The Juice. We are so happy to have you. God bless you and good luck. Thank you guys so much for watching the show. I really love what I do. God is good. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you comment. Please, I really want to hear from you guys. If you have a topic that you want to discuss or you want to be a guest on the show, comment under the video or email me at juicyrenee@gmail.com. Make sure you join my blog, The Juice, on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram at The Juice Meister and on Twitter, The Real Juice. Okay, I love you guys. God is good. Have a great day. Oh, sir, can you see by the dawn's early light? I always wanted to do that. I'm sorry. One day at a game. Next week, I forgot to tell you guys, next week I'm going to be discussing these two books. Food, Sex, and Peace of Mind by Shy B, who is a life and relationship coach. He's wonderful. I went to one of his seminars in New York and he's really great. And also 7 Things Singles Should Accomplish Before Marriage by Nathan Salter. So be prepared to get some really great information. Peace. Kiss Mike.